All right, for the sphere, or the circle as it's called, says blending, so we want a smooth transition. So I'm going to put my light bulb up here in this upper right-hand corner, right? And so I'm going to use my 2H to kind of draw things. So obviously I'm going to have my highlight. It's going to be really close to the edge. I'm going to have my light area, and we need curved lines, and your curved lines are probably going to look a little bit like a C because they're going to kind of hook into the side. Where does my midtone go? Where's the core? And then finally, we do need a little bit of reflective light on this just because this is trying to be three-dimensional. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use a lot of pencils. We're not just going to go straight, like, we're going to go through all the pencils kind of like the rainbow order. So my 2H, I'm going to use it really super soft. I'm going to try to get the slightest value I can right around that highlight. So I'm going to go in little circles. Because we're blending, we want to go in little tiny circles. As I go further away from the highlight, I want to increase the pressure on my 2H. So right by the time I get to my midtone, my 2H is it's probably at its darkest value. Then I want to come in with my HB. I want to try to match that tone at first, maybe just slightly darker. And then as I get closer to that core, I want to darken up my HB, but I'm still kind of in that mid area right before the core. Now, instead of just switching right to the 4B for the core, I'm going to go to 2B and kind of fill in a little bit more pressure, try to make it a little darker than that HB was. So there's another transition. Again, circles. You can see my pencil moving very fast in circular motions. Then once you have that in, now I'm really into that core section. So this is where I'm going to pick up that 4B, and I'm going to really make sure that core is dark. But there's a smoother transition because I've kind of used more pencils than just skipping one. And then I leave that little bitty area back there for the backlight. I'm going to go back to my HB rather than my 2H because it doesn't need to be super light. And then with your shading stump, start with the lighter values, move in circles, move in ovals, try not to get rid of your highlight, and just smooth this out. The idea is that this is one smooth transition. And then finally the cast shadow with our 6B should be in this general area right here.